course, back with more of the Republic of Rome. Eventually, I'm hoping to be able to say Empire of Rome, but it's going to be a little bit. Last time, we saw that we finished our war with Cisalpine Gaul, continued our expansion, and now have 2 legions holding up in the Alpine passes, or at least in the major cities. Obviously, we've got a subject here in the case of the client state of Liguria at Medlan. Nice, strong position for them. Hopefully they stay loyal. We also watched the slow buildup of the Carthaginian powerhouse. We're a little worried about them getting ready to declare war on somebody. Obviously, they got some big stacks. They destroyed Syracuse and now have complete control of the island of Sicily. The problem with this is that they're technically, we don't know who they're going to go to war with, but if history shows anything and the stats of the game show anything, it's most likely going to be the Republic of Rome. We could wait for them to declare war on us, and in fact, we may have no choice in the matter because we're still building up. I got one more turn to build up that whole fleet, and then I will push it south towards Corrales. I don't know if I'll actually be able to assault it, probably not. In the case of my new legion down here, Legio III Primigenia, I'm going to most likely send Lentulus into that army and build it up. But I want to wait for that building to start getting, or finish getting created, so I can make some Equites Extraordinari, because those guys are good, hard cavalry that should be able to go toe-to-toe with medium cavalry of Carthage. Hopefully they don't have any heavy cav, and of course we all know their shock troop elephant unit for their generals, and possibly also inside their army itself, may cause us a whole lot of headache. I do have a few good Velite units. I don't really have a lot of good missile units, but then that's the problem with Rome. It doesn't have a lot of good missile units right off the bat. I can, of course, do mercenaries, and I might think about that, but for the time being, we're just going to keep ending turns, building up. We probably got 3 more turns before a war can be created or started. Massilia might keep them. Ha!
For you and
well,
you.
speak of the devil. Okay, so this is keeping me off balance. Thank you, AI. So I could ask Liguria to get involved in this. Might be considered a good idea, but pretty sure I don't have very good standing with them. Since they're not at war with anyone they're allied with, and really they're not allied with anybody, they got their own problems holding the north. I may just keep them out of this fight so that, 1, they don't rebel against me, and 2, they keep these guys at bay, maybe just a tad bit longer. So that's what I'm going to try for. I might, on the plus side, be able to get Massilia, and it says they're not at war with them. But I might still try to get Massilia as an ally, we'll see. Well, little fleet's hanging around. Macedon's still doing whatever with that little fleet. Apologize if there's a lot of coughing in this episode. Allergies, I hate it. Okay, Massilia is pulling back, probably shoring up its borders for an upcoming world war.
We can agree here, if the spirits wish it, to proper treaties between
yeah,
our
we're
people.
gonna go for it. Be a nice buffer state too. Their Balkan culture, which may be good, may be bad. At least it's slightly Hellenized. I think I got neutral with them.
My unflinching master will
Who
burn
knew?
your
They're gonna come
cities,
to war too.
your towns,
your villages, your dung heaps, until the sky is dark with smoke.
Sometimes I wonder what they're at war with when the main parent faction isn't at war with, say, tribes in North Africa near Libya, but the client state is. That's weird. Jezebel poisoned my wells at Cosentia. Figured that. Man was spirited out of the city to one of the family's oh, this is what happened to Dexter. Okay. Guarded day and night, and with fewer potential victims around, his excesses were curbed. Of course they were. So, no good, no bad. I'll take it. We got that. I'm going with the cultural influence thing. Of course, get Sardinia. People love me there. That's building up. Ho ho ho, okay. Well, nice trick here, just in case the place falls. I'm going to send a navy out to sea. They'll come in as reinforcements and the like. They do have a lot of militia hoplites, so that might save me in that battle. We'll see. As much fun as it would be to push out, that major army is going to be a problem. So we're going to face some big battles coming up. May not be able to keep my 2 legions up here, dang it.
Ready for battle.
Yep, no new cav yet. I really don't want to use up any more of that. What do we got down here? Tarantines, I'm sure, somewhere. There they are. Companion cavalry, which is great, but 617 upkeep. Ouch. 304. 304 for citizen cav. 83. Yeah, as much fun as it would be for me to grab those units, I don't think I can. I think that's gonna be too much upkeep. We'll see in 2 turns if I was right, but till then, we're fighting a defensive war. Lentulus, Lebo, could get a marriage with the Julii, but honestly, he's dishonest. I don't like that. But of course I'm untrustworthy, so I guess that's not so good. Cursor, Potitius. Potitius is at Cosentia. He's fertile, has a hosta, and a sharp-tongued wife. Which is -1 to authority, but +3 from military presence. We'll think about adopting him if he does well in this battle. So that's up to him. If so, we may gain a new family member simply because I think he'd be all right. Oh, that's something we can do. More agents. Public orders, local province. Bring games. We're going with a Coolio. And going with that. And we'll send that up to the Italia. Get that figured out. under siege. Always good. It's actually real smart because my navy can't show up and assist.
It is an honor to serve Rome.
Real smart. I have no Hastati and 1 unit of Principe. Eulalia is gonna fall unless they assault. And if they assault, it's still gonna be a hard fight. I don't have much Hastati. I got little bitty units. That's about it. Alright.
My sword is yours.
You guys all the way up to Ganua. Yeah, no problem there, so yeah, I'm doing the same thing up here. Increase that public order in this province. I know we got a spy here already, but we'll have another one. I could use them down in the south too, but I think we'll be fine down there. Like I said, defensive standoff going on down here. We're increasing our culture, I think. Yep. Not by much, but by some. So let's see what we can do diplomatically.
I am honored to greet such an ambassador of such worthy people. My ears tingle with anticipation.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I am sorry. I give you welcome. Let Zeus and all the gods smile upon our meeting, so that all may profit.
Maybe. Maybe not.
You serve your people well, but you cannot alter...
Nori. Really don't want to do that. Pergamon. There we go.
Be welcome. But may Athena strike us all dumb if we speak anything but truth in our deliberations.
Let's get more money.
My people will find much joy in this.
Speaking of which, let's see what we can do here.
Athena give you wisdom, so that you may speak well and persuade me of your cause. Be welcome.
No.
Greetings, honored guest.
No.
I serve as my people's ears and
Obviously
tongue,
no.
listening and... Welcome, welcome. In a spirit of Olympian hospitality, I welcome you and will listen with care.
They think about it, but do I dare? Why not?
My people will find much joy in this. I accept. The blessing of the...
Yeah, we got that there.
I am honored
We
to
don't
greet
have
such...
trade with them, but then we can't. Okay, well, that was slightly unpleasant, but at least we got trade with the East Mediterranean now, in the form of Pergamon. More trade is always welcome. That's more money, and we're gonna need it for this war. This is a pretty map, I will admit. I like Attila's map, don't get me wrong, but everything looks like it's just overgrown, like someone forgot to mow the yard in Europe for a while. Or kind of has that moldy toast look. I guess that's kind of what they're going for. Things have fallen into disrepair, people don't care anymore, the civilizations of the world are falling apart, or moving on and have other concerns than the upkeep of their territory. I don't know. But, and also possibly deal to, you know, the 400 years in between this game and that one that represent plague and death and war and the loss of life, and so large swaths of Europe are depopulated by that point. Plus there's the Huns, and they do the rest. Garrison and people have suffered. I hate that person.
I
There we
live
go.
to serve Rome.
Doing cunning, because I want to try to see if I can get him to kill off Jezebel eventually. Harspex. Oh, and looked it up, figured out what a Harspex is. It isn't a witch, it's a diviner. Somebody who looks into the entrails of animals and can be either male or female. But I was wrong on that. I can be wrong. It's okay. It's being human. Has come to us with troubling news. While examining the innards of a boar, he found that the beast had no heart. The gods are displeased. Sacrifice 100 bulls. That's overkill, but we'll see what happens. Last time we did this, it did not do so well. Okay, barracks there. Got it.
At your command.
So, we got Silky Equites, which have much more health and a decent more morale and a little more melee attack, a little more charge bonus and melee defense. Or we got these guys, which are ridiculous morale, actually have less melee attack. Their base morale is way better. Charge bonus is ridiculous. Bonus versus large. Actually, the Silky Equites do better for that. They're 116 upkeep, which is way better than any of the mercenaries, so we're going for them, obviously.
Soldiering.
We're going to make a cavalry heavy force, so I'm going to do that. That'll give me my 20 units, that army, and you know what? So that we can move out next turn. Remigania, you're getting Lentulus. Higher.
Ready for battle.
There we go. Alright. New tech. We got -2 to corruption, which has helped us. Not as much as it will later on when we're a bigger empire, but at this point, what is that? -3 building costs? Yeah, we got that. Oh, we'll go for some what? I don't even know what I want. Like, nothing really strikes me as pertinent at this point, so we're just gonna unlock new buildings. Maybe we can upgrade that sucker there and increase public order in these provinces, which we still need to do. 4 turns and they're going to rebel, so looks like I have no choice. Hate to do it. See if he'll increase. Oh, yep, that'll work. We're gonna, I know it's dangerous, but we're gonna send that army to assist in the defense of Corsica. Hopefully force a battle, which would be fine. I mean, we're losing people in these forces here. No, we're not. Because it's got a port, duh, and it's not blockaded. And it won't be blockaded so long as my navy's out there, but there we have it. That'll do. It's like chess. I move a piece, they move a piece. They're reacting to my fleet. Well, my transport's heading over to Corsica, so they're sending a small navy to take them out. And as goofy as that sounds, that's going to be pretty effective, because they redid the naval units for transports when they came out with Wrath of Sparta expansion, and well, they kind of made it to where you're gonna have some major problems with Oh, good.
I offer
Military
this in the
access,
name
yes.
of our people.
I would like to walk through your lands eventually. But they made it to where they can't
You have
ram.
been blessed with courage, so will you not use that courage
No,
to help us?
it's all you, buddy.
Attack these people.
You die, I'll take you over. Peace
My
treaty
lord
with Nova
wishes to
Carthago,
bestow
and they're
coin
offering
on
me
your
870.
Accept it as a
I
token of
forgive this
friendship.
guy's talking while this is going. I got the volume down so I can hardly hear him. I have to look for the lips moving. You know, it might just keep them out of my hair for a little longer, and even if they decide to do different, maybe this will decrease standing with the home city of Carthage. So I'm not going to press it, I'm just going to go ahead and accept. Don't worry, there'll be more Punic Wars. We're not going to just have peace the entire game with Carthage. All Carthaginian factions will die. We want their lands. Jezebel. Titius has returned. Titius has gotten a...
What do you wish of me?
It's getting ambitious, I don't like that. We can go for that. Assassination.
How can I be of assistance?
The gods were incredibly pleased that your sacrifice and the people honored you as a true champion of the gods, favored by the gods, plus 10 wealth from agriculture, plus 3 growth per turn. Gotta remember that. That was useful. That's for 4 turns, so... Excellent. Italia has an upgrade, and now we can do, ironically, what we wanted to do for... I am going to... And here's how I'm going to do it. I am going to build up a barracks at Araminum. And once that's built up, I'm going to demolish the one in Roma and create an engineer. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. We should still be okay, I think, but we may have a winter battle, which... I guess that's okay. Where did you go? I don't trust him. So what I'm gonna do is prepare for a ambush. And that's not too bad, actually. So I can live with that. And if this works out well, I will hit Syracuse, take it, possibly throw them off balance, I hope. But I'm really hoping for a big battle at Syracuse. That looked fun. It looked decisive. It looked mean. Looked like a whole lot of crazy dead people. So ironically, it looks like our great battles of the First Punic War here are going to be fought in Corsica, not in Sicily. That's ahistorical, but I guess that's pretty normal in the game. It doesn't really automatically follow the historical basis. I suppose if I wanted that, I could have done a different group of mods, but it's not really the point. I don't want totally historically accurate, obviously, but I definitely don't want really weird stuff that just sounds absolutely absurd either. doing a what-if of history, which is pretty much what this game does, is a lot of fun and creates some very unique situations. Servius Latinius Regulus.
Ready for orders.
About that, I have a Regulus here. In the First
My
Punic
sword
War,
is yours.
there was a Regulus.
Salve. How can I help?
Gonna go for authority because we want to increase his military training and pop him in an army here shortly. Economy. Alright. I'll do that next turn.
Ready for orders. Your next command?
Italian cavalry might be useful. I know it's a lot of upkeep, but I feel I'm about to get trounced. Oh, I could have done naked fanatics up in Genoa. Oh well. Those guys are ridiculous, so I'll leave them alone. Even with forces as they are, we should still be relatively okay. We got 2 more turns and that thing surrenders, so we ought to be fine.
At your command.
We're gonna keep inching our way.
On the move. Ready for further orders. Laying in ambush.
Because I don't trust him. That looks really shaky. I'm not sure about that. I think that's a trap. We'll see if Admiral Akbar is right. Alright. This may be the end of Lebo if he gets attacked and killed. Hopefully not, though. Maybe I can use his special abilities in battle and... Oh, okay. They went all the way south. Wow. Why? Gonna try for a different method? Looks like I'm pushing on to Corrales. Keep my fleet in the Adriatic. Or the Tyrrhenian, I mean, not the Adriatic. Tyrrhenian seas on the west side of Italy. Adriatic's on the east. Little geography lesson. You know, I've never actually seen any of the southern African factions around Egypt take over. That would be kind of awesome. Have like a Ethiopian empire in Africa. Kind of crazy. Concrete. Yes. Yes, it is. Keep going for that.
What do you wish of me?
Field of Mars. Right.
How can I be of assistance?
Alright. Build that up. And we'll eliminate that. Because we can.
At your command. We hunger for battle.
Heh. Yeah.
Make haste, men.
Moving Lipo
You have further
to the
orders.
bridgehead. I would love to take that thing on, but I know I can't reach it. That's way too far away. Okay. Economy because we want that bonus. Aha. Oh man, that's expensive. but useful. We'll do it. Alright, you know what? Turn of events have happened. I am going to take the city. I know, it's probably a trap. We're gonna find out.
We hunger for battle. At your command.
They gave us lots more food. We're gonna continue to use the docks here, I think. Even though Syracuse is known for its trade. I think might be a good idea. Ooh, that gets me hoplites. That does not. What else does it give me? Citizen cavalry and peltists. You know what? Definitely doing that. We'll wait on that, and we're gonna do that. Because it gives me some good Greek units in Sicily. And honestly, that's probably one of the main things we want. Some troop diversity. See what they look like, see if they're any different from the vanilla units. Besides, hoplites are a pretty staple force against cavalry and do pretty decent against pretty much everything. They're an all-around good troop. At least I've found them to be. I know some people don't like them. I mean, I'm not building a whole army of them. I mean, how weird would that be? A legion of hoplites? We tried that. It failed. That's what they had against the Gauls in 490. In fact, the entire Roman legionary military machine once was made up of units that were like that. You had some really interesting styled forces back in the day, about 200 some years before this time. Very much more looking Greek than Roman. Claudia Culio. She's seen. She better be. Alright, you. Assassinate. Odrysian kingdom is gone, so Thrace is officially dead. That's interesting. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Just 'cause we got no units, so we need to build that first before we move on to Lilybium. I don't want to lose it as soon as I got it. And I could build up a garrison force there, but why? Simply put. They have abandoned Corrales. I find that fascinating. What is happening? Artadash and Abossum. Would be good to take Abossum, so you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take Abossum. Then I have the islands of the Western Mediterranean when this war is over. Oh ho ho ho! Never mind. What are you doing? You're wandering a little too far, Phoenician wanderers. Does it give me the normal stuff too? No, it doesn't. So I want to keep that there, and I want to build that there. It's gonna be a really well garrisoned province, but Want a battle, dang it. We'll probably fight out Corrales just so we have a battle. But depending on who garrisons what, that's probably going to be a big one, but so far the First Punic War is appearing very, I don't know, disappointing? No big battles. Like, they had 2 full stacks ready to go, were gonna attack me at 2 points, declared war fast. Don't understand why I'm now on the offensive and they pulled back, having no casualties. It's been a really strange war. The only battle we actually fought was at Syracuse, and it wasn't worth actually fighting on the field, but that kind of sucks. I thought they were gonna do something cute like a trap. Yay, economy, iron tools, Coolio, and she's upped
Do
in
you wish of me?
stuff. I want that one. Yeah, nothing new. Got it. Place is still building up. That's good. Place is doing alright. Got it. We're still gonna head over to Balsam. This force is going here. And we're gonna siege for a turn, just because, if anything, we'll draw some units, I hope. If nothing else, it will just be some extra siege equipment we can use in the fight. We'll fight it this episode because we need a battle. It's been 2 episodes since we've had one. I don't like that. It seems kind of We'll do common weights and measures. Get some extra food out of this stuff. Oh, and I almost forgot. Workshop. There we go. Now we're in good shape. So next turn we can move out here, take Lilybium and Corrales. So the winter is going to be quite the battle. However, I might wait even one more season just so I can take Balsam at the same time as well. And then I got a pretty good set of circumstances to sue for peace with them. Maybe have them accept paying me a ransom too. That would be neat. But at the very least, we get a respite, build up our forces, build up our provinces, get them Latinized, and then we can expand out from there, maybe even get a headway on the Iberian Peninsula, which we've been wanting for a while. Surprisingly, that trade node with Pergamum, I think, was a good call, not to mention our increase in economics. Got it. Valor. Unity. Gonna go for Valor. I don't know if that's the right one. We'll see. Crassus. Oh, an ancestor of the famous Crassus. What did he do? Scorpus. Oh, that guy again. Commission a statue. I don't even need to worry about it. Oh, wow. You can do a quaestor. Current level, Aedile. Excellent. So the next one will be Praetor. Praetor is when you are 35 years of age, so he's got 5 years to go before he gets there. he is doing well, I will say. Okay. Oh, there we go. Tarantine Cav and Auxilia Cav. Doing that. And of course that.
Commander.
How many units we got now? 10? That's a pretty good force.
Ready for battle.
But can we reach Shibasim? No. Of course we can't. Can we even see it? Yeah, we can. Might be a mean battle. Maybe one we'll want to do the next turn, so it may be I'm fighting a couple. We could do battering rams. I just want more
Laying siege
towers.
to the settlement.
So there we go. So yeah, we'll fight in the spring. I really don't know where that battle happened, but we'll see. Oh ho ho! Okay. Not the battle I wanted, but the battle I will fight. Can I actually win this? I'm not real good at naval battles. I don't think anybody is. But at the same time, I want to see what will happen. Well, 34? Holy cow. Almost want to just do that. Phoenician Wanderers. We got one unit of balliste, a bunch of other crap that's all relatively low tiered, some missile raiders. Got them evenly matched, I think, with missiles. I would be able to board their ships, I think, with the Hastati and wreck them with the firepot biremes. I'm fighting it. How often do we get a good Carthaginian naval battle? So let's do it. Unfortunately, that probably means that we're going to have to wait on the other battles, so apologize for that, but like I said, we don't get a good naval battle all that often. This may be terrible, I may lose. In fact, it's highly likely. But, if anything, maybe that'll give Carthage the gumption to try to push out again and fight me on the field, do some major land battles, which would be nice. Historically speaking, Rome versus Carthage at sea, Carthage won nearly every time. The only times they didn't is when they simply had more ships and came at them multiple times. They had some good strategists at sea, I will admit. I mean, there was some battles at the Aegades that were off the coast of Sicily. Obviously, Rome won that. There was a second battle at the Aegades or something, did the First Punic War, but we'll see. Alright. Gotta remember that it pauses. And not just go straight into commentary again.
Battle group ready and awaiting orders. Troops and ready.
Alright, big long line, should work.
Carthaginians
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
more than they love life itself. We do the gods a great service if we wipe out the stain of their existence. Now, make ready to shed their blood.
See what you're doing. Some sort of weird thing. So yeah, we're moving up. Trying to catch them off balance while they're still forming. That's gonna be bad. Kill that thing, kill that thing, kill that thing. We're just gonna attack.
One of our ships is being boarded.
Move up the general. Let's overload, shall we?
Our general is under attack.
Okay. We're getting there. These guys. They won that. So move them around.
One of our ships is being boarded.
Looks like we hit that general, which that's a good deal. Somebody take out that other vessel, shall we? Oop, not what I wanted.
One of our ships is on fire.
It takes a lot to do that anymore.
Weapons ready!
Maybe I'm doing this. We'll see. I mean, I've taken out quite a few.
An entire unit
Yeah, I
has
saw
perished.
that happen. Ooh, they're gonna ram. Boom. Got it.
Move out!
Pull out.
Moving out! Mars, aid us! Faster!
Get out of there, General.
One of our ships is being boarded. One of our units has used all its ammunition.
General! Victory for Rome!
Continue battle. Let's get rid of as many as we can.
One of our
Got it.
units has used all its ammunition.
Ships ready!
That'll do. Alright, I think that's about all we can do. What a battle.
An entire unit has perished.
Quick, before he dies. Maybe this will work. Let's see. Because Decimus Brutus is a good general. I don't want him to die. Not bad. I lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units? I think most of them are gone. There might be 1 or 2 that aren't, but highly unlikely. Naval battles are of course very fast-paced in Rome, without mods that slow it down or give more strategy and thought. It's one of the, I'd say, biggest gripes that I got, just because naval battles weren't fast. They took all day. Obviously I don't think we need that either, but somewhere in between, just at least, you know, equivalent to the land battles. Because I got land battles that'll take like 13 minutes to 30 minutes, and every naval battle takes about 4 or 5 minutes. That's a whole lot of people dying really fast. Not too bad though, things considered. Of course, Carthage failed. One whole unit destroyed, other one barely holding on. We'll make some Carthaginian slaves. Good. That's what we want. Haha! And there's the force holding on at Ibosim. Taking attrition because they don't have enough food or money, one of the two. I guess it's food. So that's where one of the stacks went. Got it. Find it fascinating. That's going to be a big battle. I really don't have the forces to reinforce my navy over there, so I may just blockade the harbor and deal with being content with Corrales and Lilybium. That's fine, I guess. If I want a colony in Iberia, I may just go to it with everything else, but you know, maybe another faction or something I can declare war on. I'm sure there's gotta be somebody. Oh, and looks like Dalmati are going to war, making an empire. Lentulus has been fine. Death of a legend, got it. Yeah, thought so. Good. Can't upgrade that, don't need to at the moment. Ballista is fine. So let's move them out. Whoa, I can't go near as far. That figures. On the plus side, there is nothing on the island of island of Sicily, so that's outstanding. We don't actually have much of a force left, surprisingly. I may simply content myself, yeah, with that. Whittle them down, keep them from retreating out of the island. And then once we sue for peace, we'll move the Messenians back. Classis Messinensis back to our home territories and deal with that. Corrales will, of course, shore up the Tyrrhenian Sea, while the African Sea will have a headway on it next turn. So, where we're going to leave it for now, we have control over Sicily, well, half of Sicily. We have Sardinia by the neck. We're going to take it next episode, and potentially with the defeat at Lilybium and the complete consolidation of Sicily, and by then Magna Graeca, we will try to see if we can get the Carthaginians to accept peace. An unfavorable peace, but a peace nonetheless. That'll give us some time to build up our forces here. So until then, I'll see you later.